Hi guys, good evening. Let me just set up the chat and then we are good. Hi Chris, hi Tahir, hi Srini, hi Kajendra. Hi Prakash, hi Ray, good evening. So hi Mitchell, hi Nilesh. It was a little tough month, mate, but it's okay. I don't go back and think too much. So uh just now, not just now, a few minutes back, House has passed the debt ceiling bill. Now we already have seen like kind of sell the news event right here that everybody knew that they was coming, and we almost came down, tested the 12 EMA, and now we are trying to make a dodgy. Okay, so whether we will have a continuation or we will have a sell off, we will see. But right now, the bigger catalyst was that yes, the market was ready for the debt ceiling, and that debt ceiling is now clear. Okay, so what happened in the chat? This chat is disconnected. Hi Ganesh, hi Ashish, hi Jeremy. So all in all, the biggest catalyst was the debt ceiling, which was holding the market for last few days. And since here we have seen a big move on NQ as well as like not a substantial move, but a normal size move on the ES as well. But Dow Jones and both IWM, they are lagging and lagging behind with certain levels. So we need to see whether we are going to have a continuation or we will give up here. So it's 10:15. Hi and welcome everybody who has joined my channel. Uh, so the very first thing which I will do is I will look at the scan and look at the inside days. That is my favorite setup, inside day, and I look at the daily time frame. And again, I do not search across the board. I'm only looking at my watch list on inside day. If you want, you can search in whatever watch list you have, or if you want to do in the list of all the stocks, because all the stocks, then it becomes too much information. And I'm focused on only my watch list. So let's see what comes out of this. So we have Netflix. Netflix was looking really good. EA was busted 31. Spot Photo, Disney, Space Beyond. So not much on inside day. So Netflix is inside day. Let's check at any bullish candle patterns if we have. So I'm looking at Hammer, Morning Star, Morning Dodgy Star in one of my lists. So nothing came out, but let me just try one more time. Sometimes the scan does not work properly, so I just give it a try. So there's nothing like this. Let's look at the bearish candle patterns. None. And then last one is my 1234 scan. So I'm looking at 1234 in the last 1 hour, if anything crossed. Snow, Square, FSLR. So Square and PayPal. Square, anything which crossed 34/12. These are my EMAs, which I check, and I do not include any of the external hours. Please be mindful of that. MU. Okay. All right. So my list is ready. Let's see from the levels point of view, how does we move? So first thing first, we have seen a little sell-off. As I said, last 3 days, there was strength in the up move. Like it was showing the momentum was there, but the strength was not there much. That's why we did saw a cool off, which was happening. And now we have also lost the trend line, which was really important. The trend line was holding as a resistance in the past. Now, if we go back into the time, right, this trend line was acting as a resistance. See, every time the candle was trying to go away, trend line was bringing it back. It was away, it was bringing it back. So in the last almost 2 months, 2 or 3 months, the price action was near to the candle. So if we have to like do a little more detail on this box pattern, we should do that. Let me just try and add a drawing here. So let's start from this bottom, connecting all the bottoms and connecting all the tops. So let me just change the color so that I can see it more clearly. I'm making this dotted with the 5. Color I'm using it is red. So this is the red dotted line, which is right there. So in the last 3 months, we are starting from this region. We went up, came to the trend line, went up, tested this channel, went up, came to the trend line, tested again, struggled here, tried again, came back again, gone up, coming down. Now, every time we have failed here, we came back and tested this red line. So I think possibly if we are not able to break above 41.95 area, which is a main resistance, because this is the trend line, this is the Fibonacci level. And based on this, if we are not able to cross it, I think we will go down and hit the channel bottom. All right. From a level point of view, I think this, I'm going to remove this channel for now. Remove channel. Just wanted to give it a clarity. Let's look at the Heikin frame. Heikin is also suggesting me that yes, it's an evening star setup, meaning that we could have a potential sell from here. The DMI is also suggesting that yes, everything is neutral. There's no positive or negative on ES. So from positive, I'm reducing it to neutral because positive move is not there. Buy only above 4195. That's the Fibonacci 9388. So I'm just giving it 5. I'm suggesting this because if we are able to hold this, that will be like overnight. If we go down and make a newer low 4170 and come back above this, that will be a fake breakdown. But as of now, this is the continuation of the breakdown which was happening. We went up, crossed, then made the new high, and now we are going down. We are back testing the 12 EMA. So for me, the range between 4180 to 4195 is a no trade zone. So if I'm trying long, my stop loss is 4181, which is the 12 EMA. If I'm short, I want to short now below 4181. I'm not interested to short above this 12 EMA. Between 12 EMA and between the Fibonacci, I'm not going to do any trade. Okay. So just be mindful that yes, we have seen 2 days of sell-off. Now the biggest catalyst in the last few days was the debt ceiling news. That's also clear. It's also passed. Senate is controlled by the Dems, so that will be passed there as well. Then we should not have the credit limit issue. But looking at the price action, we need to trade based on that. And the price level is telling me should not try a long position unless I do a 4195 and above level. It is important because this is a Fibonacci, plus the trend line will be reclaimed, plus the backtest has happened. So this is backtested 12 EMA. Needs to reclaim long-term trend line and Fib 50%. So if it does, then we'll be positive. And I am a little like 50-50, not even 60-60. I'm little not sure what's going to happen because now we do not have any catalyst, whether we remain choppy or we break out or break down. So I really want to see that. Now, in terms of level, the next level will be this level. You see, right here, the price was getting tested. So the high of today should act as a stop loss, first target, 4220-ish area. So 4220. And if this time we break 4220, we should hit 4260. On the short side, we need to see the break of 12 EMA. The moment we lose that, now the next target is 4153. 4153. We should find a good support here because we have not lost the 12 EMA since May 8th. So, and that was only once we lost it. And then we have intraday tested it, but not from a closing point of view. So once we come back, we can hit 4153 that we need to test. So these are two good levels. Now 4195 will lead to aggressive declines. No. Here we need to write because it will be a loss of 12 EMA. Will trigger. Why I'm saying so? Because we have tested 12 and 34 significantly. And the main line is 34 EMA because we are holding 34 EMA for almost a month. The loss of 34 EMA will be really, really bad. Instead of 34 EMA will trigger the big sell-off. And I think many people are confused what happened in the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes was a monthly reshuffling of the dollar allocation. Usually at end of every month, there are funds which needs to be moved so that they can map according to an index or according to their fund component size. So if a stock has gained, there should be some profit taking happening in that. And the stocks which are underinvested get the money from those sold. So that's what happened in the last few minutes. Like Tesla moved from 200 to 204, Apple got dumped, Microsoft got dumped, Google got dumped a little bit. So that was a shuffling of the funds. Nothing like hunky-dory about that. That's ES neutral to short 50-50. Let's go to NQ. So NQ, last time we talked about 14,436. We are struggling at 14,436, and now we are seeing some level of, I would say, cool off happening. And it was a rejection from 78.6 Fibonacci level. And it is a perfect evening star which is setting up. So a loss of today's low will trigger. So see, evening star is a setup when we go into a one direction move, and then right at the top, we make a doji. So this doji has little candle, but that's fine. But where exactly it met? It met the long-term resistance. It met the Fibonacci of 78.6. And now we have follow-up red candle. So now, in case this evening star has to work 100%, we should come and hit this area. And this will be an important scenario because in evening star, right, we usually get the length of this candle. So we should see a length right here. So I see a good substantial sell-off coming in day or two on NQ. So I'll be a little cautious. So not at all positive. Where I'm going to sell, I'm going to sell below today's low, which is 14,250. Sell below 14,250. Now, in this case, we have an evening star. Resistance of 78.6% Fibonacci. And we are still away from the 12 EMS. So there's a potential move which is due. So this is, again, I'm going to give 50% because the market may react tomorrow. How I really don't know. My stop loss in this case will be, see, when we are using an evening star or a morning star, this candle on the left always play an important role. The top of this candle should be my stop loss. The bottom here should be a trigger of my sell. All right, so let's watch the top here. The top here is 360, so there's a 100-point risk. Yes, 350. If we can do this, trade sell below 250, the stop loss is 350. The potential target is going to be 14,121, 14,120, and 14,000. So tomorrow, if all the other tech companies starts to give up, like today, Apple, Microsoft were kind of fighting to go high, but then eventually they gave up. So let's be very careful for tomorrow on Nasdaq long. And where should I long? I would like to long above 14,375. It's a little far, 100 points from here, but that will be an area where I will feel less risky. If I can cover, it means I have kind of ignored the evening star and now I'm coming out of that range. So this should be a good area. 15,436, which is the Fibonacci level, and then the possible targets are 15,550. I'll say like I'm 40 to 60. Let's make it. I'm a little bearish. Neutral to short. So these are my levels. Again, keep an eye on a fake breakdown. I'll just mention keep an eye on fake breakdown. If 14,250 breaks and then 14,250 is regained, that's a fail breakdown. So keep an eye. If that happens, you can go long. Triple Q, exactly similar. It's a perfect. I will not call this the 100% evening star. It's a potential evening star, but again, the same thing. I'm seeing a sell area around this. We have few gaps which we need to fill. Plus, right at the top, we are facing dodgy. We have this dodgy, we have the long-term resistance line, we have the Fibonacci area. So all in all, we have few tough areas to crack. So again, neutral to short, 40-60 is the ratio, positive to negative. Where should I'll start short from here. If I lose my today's low, which is 346.50, only then I'm shorting it. My stop loss should be the top here, 349.25. Target should be 344, 338.50. Yeah, 338.50. That's the back test of 12 EMA. So there's a potential for almost 10 points on triple Q. And why I'm saying so? Because it's evening star resistance of 78.6 and long-term trend line. Same thing, keep an eye on fake breakdown. If it happens, if breaks below 346.5 and then it is regained, see, one thing you need to be watchful that yes, we have not lost a 12 EMA at all in the last few months. So this will be a strong, really strong support. Plus it's a Fibonacci support level as well. So 344, if we go down, make a new low, 344 should be your stop loss. Look for 351. If it breaks, you can go to 338. Again, like as we spoke, Thursday, Friday were clean trend markets, and today is a choppy market. It was not good for a day trader. Same thing tomorrow. If we are in the range, we might see choppiness, but if we break above 41.95 or below 41.80, I think we will have a clear trend day tomorrow. Keep an eye on SPX. SPX, if open equals to high, go short, and you can, like, I'll just show you how you can do that. In your query, open low high, you can set up a custom query. You can right click there. You can add a condition when the price equals to low and the price equals to high. And you can simply go here, choose open is equal to low. Same thing, choose open equals to high. When you do that, save it and make sure you have any condition instead of all, and then run that. Once you run it, you will see that Teams, it opened at 166.99. The low was 169, 66.99, and it went on to make 183. So by 9:35, 9:40, you can check if this price remains there. If that is true, that should be your stop loss, and you can go long if open and low are same, like in case of team, or go short when open or high are same. So be mindful if you see anything on SPX, that should be a clear trend day. That's the biggest, uh, I would say, indicator when SPX equals to open equal to high or open equal to low. That's a complete markation of a trend day. All right, so we have levels for ES, NQ, and triple Q. The levels are same. I'm going to just change the upside levels for this one, 349.50 only. This is 2.5. And we made 354. So let's go for 354 today. All right. So any questions on this? You can post that on the chat and I'll address. Now AI is done. it did all those targets. So I'm going to eliminate this from my list. Apple. Apple, you see, right at this time, we have dodgies at the top. Same thing. We had a dodgy, and this is like a dragonfly dodgy, not a gravestone dodgy, dragonfly dodgy. People who do not know what is a dragonfly dodgy, let me show you an example. I'm going to take 1 minute because this is really, really important. Dragonfly dodgy candle pattern. Dragonfly doji is a bullish pattern that indicates a reversal of the price downtrend and start of an uptrend. Okay, this is Dragonfly doji. This is a gravestone doji. This is like a very, very tight doji. So in this case, we have a gravestone doji, not a dragonfly. I messed up the words. So gravestone doji indicates it's the change of trend. Okay, the change of trend, meaning Apple needs to hit it exactly got the resistance of 38.2 Fibonacci. Yes, it is showing you a little up move, but I would like to sell Apple at this time because I'm not going to trade. I'm neutral. I'm not going to make assumption. I'm just going to react on this. This is a gravestone doji. So gravestone doji indicating change of trend. Sell below 177.3. Where should be my targets? My target should be the gap fill. The gap fill is 175.75. And then the 12 EMA or this the support. Also, it's a rejection of 38 point Fibonacci. Rejection from, whenever we see a rejection from 38, we should hit 23. So in this case, 23 is 173.50. So this is my sell on Apple. First of all, there was a gravestone. Then we have rejection from 38.2 plus we have the gap. So we'll aim for the gap. Now, in case it persists over 177.50, I'm not interested to trade Apple. AMD I gave short yesterday. And again, you see these Fibonacci levels and the importance of these levels. Again, this got rejected where? Right at the 61.8 Fibonacci. 61.8 Fibonacci, which is 130.4, it got rejected. And where it is coming? It failed 50, it failed 38, it will come to 23. These are the principles which you should remember. Whenever we have a failure of 61.8 Fibonacci, it will come to 38 and then 23.6. If there's a failure of 38, it will come to 23.6. If there's a support of 68, it will go to 100 straight. So these principles you need to observe and keep an eye. And 38.2 Fibonacci. So AMD is short and even rejection from 61 and 38 Fibonacci. So let's make a comment. Rejection from 61.8, 38.2% Fibonacci levels. Now, I gave the short on AMD yesterday, 124 puts, because 124 was right there, and it made 118.60. So it is coming back into my channel. I do not have to change my regression channel. So I would keep 118 as my stop loss, 118.60. 118.60 as my stop loss, and I want to sell for the gap. Sell below 118. Sell below 118. My aim should be this entire line. That should be 112.31. So that's a good trade which is coming, 112.3. And then the gap needs to be filled, which is at 108.90. So this is a sell. AMD is a sell, Apple is a sell. But you see, I have Apple as neutral because Apple is still in positive mode. AMD is short because it's short. Amazon, same thing is happening with Amazon. Amazon is making lower lows, lower highs, but it's still not making any substantial down move. The strength in Amazon is right there. I think what it needs is the back test of 116, 117. So I would love to buy Amazon because it's still there. I would love to buy Amazon at 118 area if it comes. I'm still positive. My stop loss will move up to 116.50. And I want to buy this near 118, 119. If it comes in this range, I'll be more than happy to accumulate Amazon. And if I have to go long, I would go long above 120.57. I'll mention that. Above 120.57, go long. So in case if it dips, buy the dip. But if it goes up, we'll have a potential move on the higher side. And you see that it is struggling at 121.30. And right now, because the book map for this is totally closed, I would have shown you that it's struggling to fill the gap, which was right here. And it's like 3 or 4 attempts which it has done in the past to fill the gap. So this will be solid if it crosses 120.57. It closed right on that number of my Fibonacci, and then it can show some serious momentum. So Apple is still positive for Amazon is still positive for me. Boeing is finally coming into its zone. So Boeing, you will see that now we have some shuffling of this candle. So I'll just change it to Heikin Nishi. You will see that it's kind of making a bull flag. It's coming to a range. Maybe if market has to go higher, instead of NASDAQ, these companies can actually perform really, really well. So I'm positive on Boeing, and I'm going to keep a stop loss of 204. Boeing, now I'm positive. Stop loss of 204. If market dips and comes near like 205-ish, so buy dip or buy near. I want to buy. And in case if we have a weekly close above 210 to 11, this is going to be a massive move on Boeing. Costco, I've been suggesting Costco for now a few days. It's struggling at 512. It's an inside day roughly because the candles is within the candles. And it's out of that range from my point of view. And I think now 507 is an extremely, extremely good stop loss. I think we have tested, like if I do this, we are setting up a W on Costco. So W will lead out at least this length on the upside. Similar to Boeing, Costco is a potential setup for a breakout. The only thing we need is we need to go long above 512. So Costco is positive. Stop loss is 507.50. Buy above 512. Target is 521. 521 is my Fibonacci of 38, which is going to be tough. And then I have 526.27. Is good. Google, I've been trying for last 3-4 days, and Google is. I want to see if we have good flow on Google. Let's look at this. Google. Google. They're selling the puts. See, 24 calls were being sold. 124 calls. The price went down. Google also went down. There's also a dark pool of Google at 122.87. This is a big dark pool. So it's approximately more than 150 million. That's a big dark pool. So it's almost 200 million. Maybe a reshuffle. So we need to be careful on Google. If it is not able to break above 122.80, then it's a short. So I am neutralizing on Google. I want to keep a tight stop loss on Google because Google is coming into this zone where we have seen good consolidation. 121 is an extremely good stop loss for Google because that's a backtest of 12 EMA. 38.2 Fibonacci, which is 122.33, has been a really good support for Google. So I think if we are holding this 122 area, I think we are good on Google. So I'll give one more day on Google to see if it can try. So 121, Pioneer 122, and I still feel that yes, if we can break this, we should hit 126 and 130. Sell below 121. If we lose 121, the same principle, loss of 38 should give us 115 and the gap. So 115. I'm not giving it a blue color, but a normal green color. Reducing it to 60%. I'll cover your tickers later. People I do want to cover. V and crude will talk. Meta. So Meta, last time we talked about 268 area and 273. It did, and now it had a good close today. Now we need to be very careful. Meta is really, really strong. Every time it comes here onto this long-term purple line, it tries to hold and then gives up, or it faces resistance. Right now it's coming, so we need to be very careful if it can sustain or it is going to give up. So if it holds today's low 260, which is a good move, so I'll say 260, where it opened 260, 262.50. So Meta is positive, stop loss is 262.50, buy near 264. Targets are there. It's almost bullish engulfing, not 100%. But tomorrow, if Microsoft and Apple have to cool off, Meta may do. Sell below 260. I'm also mentioning the sell side in case it goes into a different tangent. Microsoft. So Microsoft did its move. Again, it's struggling at the long-term trend line, far from the EMA. Now, if Nvidia goes down, so will Microsoft. So stop loss is 331.50. This was the buying area. Now this should act as a stop loss, 331.50. Sell on rise. If Microsoft come to 330 area, you can buy puts. Stop loss or target should be 321. That is the backtest area, 321. And then we should aim for the gap, which is 316.50. Microsoft has a habit to get positive upgrades. So be careful on Microsoft and go long above 333. If it goes above 333, we can try long. Netflix is an inside day. We have inside day right at that Fibonacci level. You see all these tickers, they are respecting my Fibonacci levels and they're respecting it very beautifully. It was not able to break the trend line. There is a small minor gap. Till the moment we are holding 394, I think the W on what you call Netflix is getting ready. We should hit this area and then break for 470. That password sharing is a very big thing for Netflix. Maybe you will get certain upgrades. I don't know. And when it runs, it usually runs really big. So Netflix stop loss is right here. Candle wise is 389 or 388 by near 394. And I would only sell below 380, or I would do a like if it comes to 368, that's amazing. If it comes to 368, Netflix, it's an inside day. Now target is 400 and this was a high 45, and then tomorrow if we go 49. So I see target of 405, 409. If you want to trade for a long-term option, best buy near 368.50. If we do a back test, that will be amazing. Yes, Saurabh, American Airlines will run tomorrow. Now, service now. So service now is right there. It's trying to hold somehow, but I think it's time for it to give up. It's has some big gaps which needs to be filled. And you see, this was a W, and then we did dip, and we got the length equal to W right here. So now we should see some cool off, at least to the trend line. Because we hit the top, we should come meet the 12 EMA and the trend line. So I am still of the opinion that yes, 540 is a good area to short on now. I'll give 540. Stop loss, I will take 540. It opened at 539, went and closed at 545. So 545 is my stop loss. I'm aiming for 534 and 518. If 550 holds, that was per the flow. I'm short on now. Nvidia, same thing. It's a long-term trend line, which was right there, got hit, and now we had a massive sell. Now, this was an inside day. So when we are looking at the price action, we should aim for this. This was open. This was managed. We got up. We had a hammer on the top, and now we are seeing pressure. If we lose this trend line area, we should aim for this. Okay, so let's look at the trend line price. Trend line price is suggesting for tomorrow, it's 372, which is a little far, but it is what it is. So Nvidia is neutral. Either you can do a long 370, sell below 383. It happened already. So now I want to sell below 370 for, because once I lose this, I should aim for 345. In case of a dip, 370 is my stop loss. Buy near 373. Target area is 389, 398. Actually, it has done all the targets. If you want, you can choose to short below 372, but Nvidia has a habit to reverse. So I'm a little positive. If it goes down, let's try a thing. But if it breaks 372, let's go for a short. Roblox did almost 42 today. I'm happy with Roblox. And same thing, consolidation happened. Boom, we had a good big candle. Now, the top of the consolidation is 41. That is our stop loss. Roblox is positive. Roblox has a habit to cool off once it does a big move. So buy near 41 if you can get 40.55. And you see, sell below 39.25. What was today's low? 39.25. Why? Because this was the area which was supported in the past. So you need to just remember the levels from the past, where it opened, where it got support, and that really, really helps you to enter. So if you entered at 39.25, you know it's going to go up like that. So Roblox is really good setup. It's an inside day, inside week. It's breaking out. Above 42, I think it can rally to 44, 75. So we already have that target. So let's look for that. It's an inside week for now. Shop, I think I'm done with shop. We can do PayPal instead of shop. So PayPal is like, it went, and I think it's trying to reclaim 12 EMA, 62.40. If it does, there's a high potential for 66 on PayPal. So instead of shop, I'm doing PayPal. My stop loss will be 61.50 or 61.4. Buy above 62.40. Target is 66.70. And then the high here is 69.70. These are some big targets for PayPal, but possible moves can happen on PayPal. Snow already did my targets 165. So I don't know if there's anything left on Snow. Came down, did a back test, almost fill the gap. If it comes to 162, I would take I would say 159. I will try a dip on this. So buy near 159. 159.50. That will be the back test of 34 EMA. Stop loss will be tiny. Stop loss will be 157.50. 162 and now 170. Sell below 159. So buy on paper and Snow. Tesla, everyone's hot favorite. Tesla had a bullish candle today. Stop loss should be 199. I think it will give a dip tomorrow. Buy, I would say near, because last 10 minutes there was a quick push on Tesla. So buy near 201. The first target is 208. 208 is a 61.8 Fibonacci, where it has struggled a lot. 208 and then 213.50. I'll take this on Tesla. And this one is in blue color. If it goes above 204 and 5, you can aim for 208, 213. Sure, Saurabh. Last one is UNH. UNH, I've been recommending it for last few days. And finally, same thing with roadblocks, same thing here. Bang, bang, bang. Reclaim 12 and 34. Target is 486, 493. So we are almost towards 486. Now, what should be our stop loss? Because we have reclaimed this. Our 34 EMA, which is 486, is our stop loss now. 486. And we can buy near 486. If market drops, UNH will run. Target 493, 500. 493.30 and 500. So these are my tickers. I am going to delete this. 5. All good. Let me share the Zoom link. If anybody is interested, you can share your screen and discuss any setups you have. And in between, I will read the comments. So Saurabh, you want to join? You can join. We need to talk about V and Twilio. So Twilio, since the earnings debacle, has reclaimed 66.69. And this is based on an investor that, yes, somebody is going to buy Twilio, which actually is a really, really big move. Now, the momentum is really solid on Twilio. And even after, like, I want to really see if it can hold 66 there. If it does, then it's good. Otherwise, I'm not touching Twilio. It has done like 50 or 75% move in last few days. So it has already, like the ship has already sailed. I don't know what you have seen, but I need to check. If you have a screenshot, because Costco was able to manage and hold it. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, Paji.
Hello.
Hello. You able to hear me?
Yes, I am able to hear you.
Okay. Okay. Paji. Let me share my screen. I guess you have to enable the.
I think I need to stop sharing and you can share.
Oh yes, I can share it. Let me know, Paji, if you see the screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. So if you see here, right, this AAL,
Yes.
these are my levels. Okay, and it crossed 38.2 on my
It's about to
charts.
break out.
Yes,
It's
but
about to break.
yeah, it has some resistance here, Paji, if you see here, right? One,
It will
two,
clear
three.
this time. It will clear it this time. I
Okay.
was also watching at AAL and I think it's ready. Like as I said, now the stocks which have not rallied will get some push. That's
Okay.
why I'm insisting on UNH, Costco, Caterpillar, Boeing. They may get a push. Tech
Okay.
may cool off and that money will go somewhere.
So can we say, Paji, like the first resistance will be at this 15.6?
I would not say 15.6. I
Mm-hmm.
would say the first resistance will be right here. A little come down
Mm-hmm.
on the left side, a little more, right here. The previous
Uh,
gap, where the previous gap was,
oh, okay, okay, okay. The previous
that
gap
should be
is,
right here. A
yeah,
little up,
yeah, this
one
one.
more. Yeah,
Yes, I
1530.
can. Yeah, okay,
That should be the area.
okay. And this AAL and all that, will it get affected by any chance with, BA, Boeing and all that? If Boeing runs,
See, if airline runs, Boeing will run.
okay. So it's the vice versa.
No, they both run together.
Oh, okay, okay. So I can see like in your chart, Boeing has some, positive upside movement.
That's why I'm saying
So,
because I'm looking
yeah.
to buy AL calls, which are
Mhm.
like 10 cents and they can easily be 10 to 20, 30.
Yeah, exactly. I was checking that, Paji. So $15 calls today was at, 0.08.
Yes, about
But
8 to 10 cents. And if
yeah,
you buy like 200 of them, and if it works out, it will be 50 pretty quickly.
yes, yes. But I didn't buy it today because I just wanted to see where it is getting closed, this candle, where it closes. So
Right,
that's why I
right.
didn't buy today.
But yes, it's setting up really good.
Okay. You can see any patterns. I cannot find any patterns.
The inverted head and shoulders.
Uh, oh, this
It's
way.
deep. Mhm.
Okay. But if you go for
Yeah.
inverted head and shoulder, Paji, right?
One
So
second.
this one,
Let me see if I can do annotations. No.
yeah, I
Um,
can see this one, right? You are saying.
no. I am looking at this black dotted line near the red line.
Mm-hmm.
No, not here. Uh, it's like in near March 6.
Near March 6, okay.
Go up. You right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
the big dark red line.
Yes, yes.
Now from here, go
Mm-hmm.
down,
Okay.
go up,
Yes,
red line, go down to the
yes,
bottom, go up to the
yeah.
15, come down.
And now it's going up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Not, but not a clear one, right, Paji?
it's a clear one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe because I had distorted candles. Yeah, but I will draw that. I
Do
will draw
one thing,
this.
change the candle to high Kenichi.
Okay, let me do that.
Go to style.
It's my candle pattern here.
Now you will
Yeah.
see.
Yes. Now I can see perfectly. True. Yeah. Exactly. Very clear. Okay, Paji. Yeah. So that's the one I wanted to share.
All right.
Thank you.
No wrongs. Can you stop your screen and I'll
Yes, yes.
okay. Coin. No, we had Visa. So Visa, it doesn't look good. Like if you see right from here, we are actually making a M. This was the M which failed, and now we are making. Let me see. Clear all the drawings. It's this M which is getting set. So I would not go long on Visa. If it comes to test 225, 226, that's my stop loss, and I would love to sell this so that I can see 209. That's the M pattern which is setting up on Visa. Yes, Saurabh. You have raised your
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. Just one last question, Paji. So, do we have any tools from where we can draw lines like this, drawing like this in TOS?
Yeah, I use Zoom, and these are annotations available in Zoom. Here
Okay,
you can use like text to mention, or use like this normal line in the format. I don't know how to use annotations here, but I know somebody uses it and they are able to put
okay,
lines. Otherwise, you can just take a screenshot, put it on a paint, and then draw.
okay. Okay, Paji. Yeah,
So for Visa, DMI is looking negative. I think if it comes to 224, 225, it's a good sell. Raj, I already did PayPal. It was covered. Then we have Coin and Baba. Coin is still in that congestion zone. I really don't know what's need to happen here. So if you see, let me just change it to like this. If you see, it's not a clear pattern. It's an inside day. Uh, I know the stop loss is around 59, but the risk reward is a little crazy at this moment. So if it drops, I'll be only adding that, not at this time. Last one is Baba. Baba, I mentioned that yes, Baba is a good setup now because Baba has come down, and this was the regression channel. So let me just cancel the extension. It just went right here. Instead, I'm gonna move my top right here and bring it to this. Yes. So it's coming to an extremely good trend line. This, if you see, this is a bearish pennant. If we lose this, this could be really difficult. But it has always bounced in situations like this. So 78 is your stop loss. Look for 82, 83. Like I am not, so guys, I'm not going to cover everything. I have a life myself. I wanted you to show your charts like Saurabh did. I can help you, but I'm not going to cover every single stock in the market. I need you to work on something and then I can help you in something. I cannot spoon feed every single day. Sorry about that. I can cover only crowd, and that's it. That's the last picker I'm picking up. Crowd went up from 118 to 160, got the resistance of 162.2, 61.8 perfectly. Now it should get rejected, or if it breaks higher, I doubt it will break higher, but it should get rejected and come back and test 147, 137. It should. That's the 38.2 Fibonacci level. So for crowd, if it is able to cross 162, only then it makes sense. Otherwise, it should reject and come back and test the 12 EMA, which is 147, and then the 34 EMA. Because the rejection from 61 should bring it to 38. Oh, it's already down. Sorry, I didn't even check. It's already down to 141. So there's nothing left in this. It's already down. It may take a support of 137 if it goes down and then bounce. All right, guys. I didn't knew about crowd earnings, so I didn't look, but it's already there. It should hold 135-ish area, and if it doesn't, it will come down to 118. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye.